attached to it. But I'm still very passionate about talking about women and advocacy and giving credit to people who dare to fight for some of these policies, because we can have these conversations, but the Women's Bank is this because they have women who have not just talked, they have fought, and, so advocacy is extremely. Why do we still celebrate International Women's Day? We do because there's still a gender gap, and we have to continue to have these conversations and fight for these policy changes.
Agreed.
Agreed. And educate women.
Yes.
And
men.
We always
educate.
Women,
I'm telling you,
have to educate
men. A lot of my, light bulb moment was, assuming. A lot of times we assume that men should know, and then there are men who know and turn a blind eye, and there are men who genuinely
they don't know.
When you sit down and have conversations with men, like this thing about have you registered your business? Anytime I would say that. And then there are men who go like, maybe he was just asking.
Was he coming from a bad place? I wanted to find out.
I don't
I don't know.
I know the person.
What the person said it.
Yes. What was it?
You talked about unconscious bias, and it's there because to know if it was positive or not, you have to ask yourself: would you ask a man that? I've been around several men who have started businesses. Last thing that has come on my mind is, have you registered?
The
only person I've ever even had a conversation like that with was my brother, because he was now starting. We're now having conversations about how to get stuff like that. Now, if you know someone who's been doing products for 2 years or 3 years, and you say, by your business, have you registered? And then adds that, you celebrities, you always start something and then
it flounders. Yeah.
You know that
he wasn't coming from a
so but here's the thing. I don't think he believes he was coming from a negative place, because it is innate in having conversations with women. And I'll never forget when I did a rebrand and I posted the videos, he was like, oh my God, this is so good. And when we were sitting there, I was telling you that for a very long time, I felt like as a businesswoman, there was a look I needed to have.
Of course.
And that is not me. I'm going to wear my funky earrings and live life and sip on pina coladas. But to be taken seriously as a woman, you have to look and act a certain way.
Absolutely.
But you don't have to. So we are fighting against people who really have been conditioned to see women a certain way. And that's why, again, even when you're looking for funding, we in the cosmetic, it's worse for us because it's just cosmetics. It's like makeup. It's like it's trivial. It's trivial. It's I did acting, which people trivialize, and now of all things I went to do cosmetics, which is just like double homicide. But really, it's a challenge. So in educating men, having actual conversations, I used to be no, you should know this, but as I'm grown older, I like to have actual conversations, and you find out that you're like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't think of it this way. Yeah.
So it's also about really advocating for more gender inclusive policies.
Yeah.
Educating more people on gender, knowing your product or your service, and educating people about it, because a lot of the times people talk because they're not aware of it. They don't know about it.
Yeah.
But the more you know your product, the more you know your service, you're able to educate them. Then they start to accept and appreciate you better for what you are.
Yeah.
So let's continue the conversations.
Yes,
let's
definitely.
continue having these gender-based discussions.
Yeah.
Let's educate and advocate more for the work that we do.
Yes. And then the last thing is that actually I've also seen that sometimes you get breaks because you have a woman on board.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You get breaks. So it's not all gloom and doom.
Yeah.
I'm co-founder of TD's Farm because I do it with my husband. But a lot of the things he pushes, we are 50% women owned.
Yes.
He loves that.
Yes.
Because they like the gender story. So, I mean, it's placing yourself well and then I mean, in as much as a lot needs to be done, a lot has also been done.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Continue to say your
To be fair.
stories.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
And continue to encourage more women like you to tell their stories.
Absolutely.
Because unless we're able to tell the stories, people can learn from it. And other people who want to be like you, who want to grow their businesses, they won't be able to do that. So they need to believe that you're successful and you know your story and you can tell your story so that they can learn from that.
Tell your stories.
Yeah, tell your
Because
story.
you matter.
Yeah.
Kinky matters because you matter.
I like that.